Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a topic that I saw going around on YouTube a little while back, but I figured that I'd resurface the topic. As you guys can already tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 24 things that I've learned in the past 24 years of my life. It was very interesting, to be honest with you, to be able to just sit down and kind of come up with 24 things, and only 24 things. I will say it was not the easiest to come up with, but then once I kind of started, it got the ball rolling, and I'm very excited to share this with you guys. So if you guys would like to see and hear my 24 things that I've learned in the past 24 years, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so number one, I have them all written down on my phone. So number one is follow your gut instincts. This is one thing that I have learned definitely in the past 24 years is follow your gut instincts, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you're questioning something. If you're having a bad feeling about it, it's probably because something bad is going on. So I would definitely give yourself a little bit of a check and see what's going on inside your world and see if there's anything that you're having just this weird gut feeling about, and check on it, because I'm telling you, our gut instincts are always true. The second thing is to pursue your dreams, whether it's getting an education, starting a YouTube channel. It could be just doing anything, making a business for yourself, being an entrepreneur. Do what makes you happy. Follow your dreams and follow them through. Don't just say like, oh, I did this before when I was making YouTube videos, is, oh, I'm just gonna create them when I want to. But no, if I really want to create them, I'm gonna set myself a schedule. I'm gonna do it consistently, just like how I upload on Wednesdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. I want to make sure that you guys understand that this is something that I really enjoy doing, and that it's a dream that I have to be able to make videos and talk to you guys and just interact and communicate. So if it's something that I love and something that you guys really enjoy, a dream that you have, definitely follow through with it, because you'll just see how much happier and how much more joyful it'll make you. And don't let anyone stop you from doing what you want to do if it's a dream. The third thing that I've learned in 24 years is the whole world doesn't revolve around you. Now, I don't mean this in a way of being like, I don't know, like almost like a selfish way, like, oh, everybody just revolves around me all the time. That's not really, I mean, yes, you can take it that way, so maybe you need to check yourself in that realm as well, but I just mean like, just because you kind of expect somebody to do something or know something, even though you haven't told them, don't expect people to know. People are not mind readers. They don't know, so you're gonna have to tell them. That's something that I've definitely learned in the past 24 years, is just the whole world doesn't revolve around you, so make sure that you are communicating with people that you have certain expectations from. The fourth thing that I'm gonna be sharing with you is make time for your family. This is something that I definitely learned. Of course, I hope you guys hear the gardeners mowing the lawn. Anyways, make time for family. This is something that's already super important to me, but over the past 24 years of my life, I really just even more so want to spend time with my family, of course, because I love them so much, but they're just such a big part of my life that, and even if you guys don't have family, this can be make more time for your friends, or make more time for people that you just love being around, like going to clubs at school or different stuff like that, to make yourself more out there and wanting to hang out with people. So mine was definitely make more time for family. The fifth thing that I've learned is there is a two-way street when talking to somebody. And if for some reason, for me, this kind of goes with, it could be friends or family or just acquaintances, but every conversation is a two-way street. So what am I trying to say here? If you feel like you're the only one that's contributing to the conversation, every time, like let's say you're the only one that's the first one to text one of your friends and they never really reach out to you, only when you reach out to them, let it go. If they want to talk to you, then they will talk to you, but don't always feel like you need to be the one starting the conversation. That's definitely one thing that I've learned. If people care about you, they will reach out to you on their own. Of course, everybody's busy and have their own lives and everything like that, but if they want to hang out with you or talk to you, they will let you know. The sixth thing is you don't always have to see the good in people. Now, this is such a hard pill to swallow, because I feel like especially in middle school and high school, I was personally that girl that just always thought the greatness of everybody for the most part, unless you did me wrong. Of course, I wouldn't probably see the greatest in you, but just, I don't know. I always want to see the good in people, but I suggest don't, because if someone's just not being very nice to you, you just have to let them go out of your life. Unfortunately, that's just something that I've learned over the past 24 years of my life, is that somebody can come into your life and be this great thing, and maybe they were just there to show you some type of something, and then they're not supposed to be there anymore. I'm forgetting the word that I'm thinking of, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Oh, that people are here in your lives for a reason. So like to teach you a lesson or something like that, and then they drift away from your life. That is totally okay. Don't dwell on that. If they go, then they just need to go. And also on that note, sometimes people are just who they say they are, so you can't change them. This is something that I also learned probably back in high school, maybe a little bit now, but more so back in high school, is you really just can't change people. So if they're just not who you're vibing with anymore, you just gotta let them go. The seventh thing to me that I've learned over the past 24 years is getting an education is so important to me specifically, and hopefully it is to you guys too. I am a college student, and I kind of want to make more videos about being a college student and getting my bachelor's degree. If you guys want to see more videos like that, let me know down in the comments. And it's really important to me because of my career choice on what I want to do with my life. So sometimes education is not always as important depending on the person's career, but I will say just getting your education and learning more and just constantly learning is super important. The ninth thing, or the eighth thing, is you don't always have to impress others. Now this was another hard pill for me to swallow, because I always felt like I needed to dress a certain way, put my makeup on a certain way, just look like this particular way all the time, just to seek this type of validation, I guess. And it could even be from people that you don't even know, like just people walking on the street. I had a really hard time with this in high school, and I always just felt like I had to look perfect, or my version of perfect, and honestly it gets super exhausting. So that's something that I've definitely learned in the past 24 years of my life. Number 9, do what makes you happy and just feel peace within yourself, even if others don't like it. So let's say that you really want to start a YouTube channel, but your friends think that it's a dumb idea. Go with what you want to do. If it's your dream, and even though you're nervous, just make one video and maybe just edit it and see how you like it. And if you want to upload it, upload it. If you don't, you don't, but at least you know that you tried. So even if other people don't think that it's something that you should be doing, or that they think that you should be doing, don't let other people's opinions get to you so much. Number 10. Don't always do what others tell you. You don't always have to do what others tell you to do. And I don't mean this in the sense of like if you're a teenager watching this and your parents tell you to like go do the dishes, just rebel and not do them. No, I mean this in a sense of like, again, this kind of follows through with number 9, is that do what your heart desires. This can mean anything. This can mean with your career. This could be between your family, your friends, your significant other. Whatever makes you happy, just do it. Even if it upsets other people, then that's their fault. They can be upset at you as long as it's nothing major. Just if they, how do I explain this? Like if you are around and you surround people that really care about you, then you won't, hopefully shouldn't have any of these problems. But if you do have people in your life that are kind of toxic and they're just being negative, then goodbye. Number 11, always have grace with yourself. And this is something that I've bringing more into 2020. In 2020, I'm going on more of like a self-care journey on just making sure that I feel okay, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally. I'm always checking in with myself on a daily basis on how I feel. And I kind of want to make a video on that too. So if you guys want to see something of that realm in my videos, then definitely let me know. But just having more grace with yourself. Don't work yourself up about the smallest things. Just kind of ease into whatever is going on in your situation. Okay, so for number 12, it's going to be make sure to give yourself self-care at least once a week, if not more. Now, this is something that I've definitely learned over the past 24 years because I'm a type of person, and this is in one of my numbers, I really like to make other people happy, even if it means that I'm not going to be happy. And I don't know what the right word is for that, but I rather do something else to make someone else happy, even if it hurts me. And I know that that sounds awful, but I know that there are so many people watching this video that can definitely relate, is that they try to help others more than they help themselves. And that's something that I'm learning, still learning actually, to be honest with you. I've learned it over the past 24 years and still following through, but I'm still learning that. Number 13, not being perfect is okay. And this can mean like that type of perfect of like what you look like or how you talk or just anything like that. But to me, it more so means just you don't have to be perfect, because perfect is just so, to be honest with you, to me, it's so overwhelming. Like constantly having to post on Instagram, constantly having to make sure that you're talking to your friends, talking to your family, like that's just so hard to keep up with. So like when you do something, just be more so proud of yourself that you even did it, whether that is like texting a friend or eating something that was healthier for you rather than the bad food. Just always stick up for yourself in a sense, because being not perfect is definitely okay. Number 14, just because people have a lot of friends doesn't mean that you have to. Now, this is another hard pill that I had to swallow, especially in high school, because I always felt like I wanted all these friends. I wanted people to like me, and I know you guys can totally relate to this because it's such a high school thing, especially now with social media. I can't imagine growing up like how my younger sisters are right now with social media and Instagram and all that stuff on like who likes what and all that stuff. I just wouldn't be able to handle it. But I will say that I'm losing my train of thought here, that it doesn't mean that you have to have a lot of friends. I personally, for my way of life, I rather have like 2 to 3 close friends or closer friends than having like 10 to 15 different friends and them just being like a friend slash acquaintances or somebody that you just don't really relate to, but you call them your friend. I rather just have 2 to 3 close friends. Number 15. Respecting others and what they want for their lives is key. Now, instead of trying to change somebody, especially if you want, I don't know, let's just say a guy, for instance. If you want a guy to be a certain way, you needed to have this job, this career, you want him to have this hair color, eye color, like, I mean, that's going a little above and beyond, but you're just trying to mold somebody into somebody that they're not. I really recommend not doing that. And that's something that I've learned just watching other people do it. I may have done it, but not in the sense of this, but just more so, yeah, just respect on what other people want to do. That's something that I've learned. Number 16, just let it go. Just let it go. Whatever it is, whatever grudge you're holding, if somebody really pissed you off yesterday or a week ago, just let it go. There's no reason to bottle it up inside and get really angry, because that's just going to stir more emotions. Just let it go. Number 17, you will find the right person for you when God is ready to give you them. Now, this one really hits home to me, obviously, because these are my 24 things that I've learned in 24 years, but I will say that the boyfriend that I have right now is absolutely amazing. Of course, we all go through ups and downs with our relationships as human beings, but from past relationships, I could tell you that there are some type of signs that you can see when somebody is worthy of your time and energy and everything like that compared to when somebody is not. And it's so much harder to clue into it, especially when you're younger. So of course it's something that I've learned over time, but I definitely believe in that statement. Number 18, nobody actually has their life together. Now, believe it or not, this is something that I always feel, and even now, is that, oh, this person on Instagram looks so happy, they just have it all together. Or this person, I don't know, at school, like when I'm at school walking by somebody, like, oh my gosh, that girl's so pretty, she probably has it all together. When in reality, we are all going through chaos every single day, especially in our minds and mentally. You just never know what somebody's going through, so it's okay that your life is not together, especially when you're at 24 years old. Number 19, you're not going to be happy all the time, and that's okay. Now, this is another hard thing that I've had to learn even recently, is I just always would love to be happy. Like, wouldn't you just always want to be happy? That's something that I definitely want for myself, but it's just not going to happen. And we were actually talking about that in one of my classes today is that if you're not happy all the time, that's so much better than just faking happiness all the time. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to be mad, it's okay to be angry, and just have emotions. It's definitely okay. Number 20, I have learned in the past 24 years that I am definitely an empath, and that just means that I feel what other people feel, and it definitely reflects on myself. And that's something that it's my strength and a weakness in a sense, but I'm trying to more so see it, especially these past 24 years, as a strength, that I'm really just trying to be more empathetic towards people, even though I really already am. But I'm definitely more of an emotional empath. So if somebody's crying, I will most likely be crying, even though I don't know what they're crying about. I just really feel what other people feel. So that's something that I've really learned about myself in the past 24 years. We're almost done. 21, getting out of your comfort zone. Now, for me, this was definitely a couple years ago when I started this YouTube channel, was getting out of my comfort zone, is talking to a camera when nobody's here. Like, you guys, there's nobody in this house right now, so I'm just talking to you guys and a camera. That's about it. So definitely going out of your comfort zone. This can be skydiving. This can be writing in a journal. This could be, I don't know, doing a dance performance at your school. Do something that you've always wanted to do, but you're just too afraid to do it. I really suggest that. 22, something I've learned is try to live in the moment more and be present. My mind is always all over the place, and this comes from me having anxiety and just always thinking and thinking and thinking, which is not always the smartest thing to do. Sometimes you just need to be present and in the moment, whether this is by yourself at home, by yourself at a coffee shop, when you're driving. Just kind of let yourself breathe and just take a deep breath and just try to live in the present more rather than just thinking about the future and what needs to be next and next and next. Just kind of live in the moment. 23, work hard and be optimistic about job opportunities. Don't just stick to one idea. Now, this to me was super important, especially when I started college right after high school. My dad gave me the great advice of you don't always have to just stick to one job or one career choice. You can definitely move around in different cities, states. Just make sure that you are happy with your career choice. And if for some reason you've been in your career for like 10 years and you're just over it and you want to start something else, do it. Don't feel like you're stuck in a career choice. Make sure that you're doing what makes you happy, even if it means that you're not making all the money in the world like all of us want to make. If something's making you happy and you just feel joyful when you're doing your job, then that's something that you probably will enjoy doing for a while. And last but not least is at the end of the day, just be yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody that you're not just to seek some type of validation. And if people care about you, they will show you. This is something that really hits home for me again, because just over the past 24 years, you, of course, again, especially nowadays on Instagram, you just want to seek this validation. You show everybody your highlight reel of always how positive you are and how happy you are, or whatever you want to call it, how confident you are, when in reality, a lot of people on social media aren't that happy, and that's why they're posting what they're posting to look happy and seek that validation from people, where, of course, yeah, sometimes when someone's posting, they're really happy in that moment, but maybe 5 minutes later, they got in an argument with somebody that they love or one of their friends or something. They're not really going to post that. Well, maybe some people do, but you guys know what I'm getting at. So that pretty much sums it up. Again, at the end of the day, just be yourself. Those are the 24 things that I have learned. I know that I've learned 1,000 more things than I wrote down, but I just wanted to try to keep it simple for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, since it does help out my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to be on the right or the left side. I can never remember. And if you guys have any other video ideas, please leave them down in the comment section down below. And I can't wait to see you guys in Sunday's video. Bye!